Flames TV Live pregame show brought to you by Budweiser. Pleasure to have you alongside of a game that's a little bit unexpected in terms of the opponent here tonight. As we know, this was originally slated to be Calgary and Vancouver, but due to the ongoing COVID protocol, the two games against Vancouver this week were postponed to a later date. We'll get to those schedule changes later on in the show and update you there. But more importantly, tonight it is round number 8 of the Battle of Alberta. The two teams going right back at it. We'll tee up the matchup in just a moment. But first, let's get to the Saddledome Live app and what you can see throughout the night over there on the app. Open up the fan game section. It is the Flames and Oilers event tonight, and the Ram Road Race is live right now. You can run, it will run right through to the end of the game tonight. Use the app, play the entire road race right from your mobile device, and be automatically entered into the Ram 1500 SLT Crew Cab contest. An opportunity to win there. And you can also play the Score 4 presented by Bet99.net. Jump in right now. You can correctly predict 4 scenarios about the Battle of Alberta tonight. You can go up against myself and Matt Stajan as well with those 4 questions. See if you can beat us. And if you can, you probably will. The winner tonight is going to score a Johnny Gaudreau jersey, but all contestants will continue to accumulate points towards the Bet99.net Score 4 grand prize to be announced soon. Score 4 presented by Bet99.net is free to play. You must be 19 years or older to enter, and a reminder, because we're predicting live game scenarios, the Score 4 tonight will close shortly after puck drop. All right, let's get to the matchup. The Oilers and Flames meeting for meeting number 8, but let's look at what we've seen head-to-head so far this year.
Centering pass for Lucic, and he scores! The big man is on the board, and Lucic ties this one at 2. Jordan, one-timer, and they score! Dylan Dubé, and Calgary Flames lead 4-3. Chance for the Flames. Here's Johnny Gaudreau moving in. Gaudreau shoots and scores! Johnny Gaudreau! Larson with a pass out front. Great save by Riddick. Came across to Rob Draisaitl as Riddick sprawled to make that stop. That's a big save.
Here we go. Darnell Nurse and Milan Lucic. And the Battle of Alberta is back on. Shot blocks. Saturis in some difficulty. Hanifin scores! Noah Hanifin with his first goal of the season.
Works it down the wing. Shillington in front. There's a shot. They score! 3-0 on a setup from Shillington. And it's 2-0 Calgary. Flips it in. Smith comes out to play it. No-go zone. Has to leave it. Lucic steals in front. Mangiapane scores! Mike Smith gets caught. And the Flames go up 3-1.
And now Tkachuk fresh out of the box is going to have a breakaway. In on Smith. Backhander score. 2-1 Calgary.
So another round of the Battle of Alberta, as mentioned, unexpected but certainly not unappreciated as we look ahead to the Flames and Oilers here tonight. It is a 4-game losing streak for the Calgary Flames. They'll try to put an end to that here tonight, while the Oilers are fitting this in on the end of an Eastern road trip. They have points in 9 of their last 10 and got points in all 3 games on that Eastern trip through Montreal and Ottawa. Tonight, of course, meeting number 8. As for the Calgary Flames, well, they got a few extra days of practice, as we know, and 4 days off in between games, looking to take advantage of some of that time and put some of that practice to use here tonight in terms of the pace.
It was really nice from multiple perspectives. It was nice to get a couple practice days and work on things that Daryl's been talking and teaching us about. It was nice just to kind of get a little bit of a break from playing every other day or more, which we've been doing for a couple of months now, and that's a grind mentally and physically. So I think for both of those reasons, it was nice to have these practices this week and to kind of reset, regroup, and come at this game tonight with a full head of steam.
Honestly, I think it's good for us, right? We got a good couple hard practice days in, and got our legs underneath us, take some time off, and just kind of refuel and get ready to go on a streak here.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think that the last time that we had 2 consecutive days of practice with the day off to begin that, it helped our hockey club. So that's what we're counting on it doing this time too.
Well, the luxury of 3 straight days of practice allows the team to work on a few different line combinations. We'll get to the D pairings in just a moment, but first let's focus on the forwards. Johnny Gaudreau and Sean Monahan have been separated, at least for the time being, and we'll start that way here tonight. Matthew Tkachuk said to us earlier in the week he's never actually started a game alongside Johnny Gaudreau in terms of being line mates. Have played a ton of power play time together, obviously. This a little bit of a different look. He'll skate alongside Gaudreau and Elias Lindholm, while Sean Monahan will center a line with Dylan Dubé and Andrew Mangiapane.
Playing with him on the power play and seeing him 5-on-5, he holds on to pucks all the time, can make anything out of nothing, can just put the puck on my stick no matter where he is in the offensive zone, no matter where I am. He's a really great rush player, and I think that I can get him the puck a lot, and we can work really well together, and Lindy is going to fit in awesome as well. Like he's a very, 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 very great player as well. So, playing with 2 great players right now, it's gonna be fun. But I've never played with them before, so should be good.
Kind of had trouble throughout the season here, is not holding the puck as long as we should as a line in the offensive zone, and that's what Chucky's great at. Down low, keeping the puck, moving it, finding guys open in the slot. So I think that's something that that I haven't really seen in my game too much this year. Is kind of feel like more trying to get chances off the rush rather than trying to create in the offensive zone. And we worked a lot the past 2 days here on offensive zone stuff and stuff like that. So hopefully, I think we're gonna enjoy playing together.
Well, I think we're at the point of this team where we're looking for not only a full 200-foot complement game out of all our forwards, but also some scoring chances and finish. And if you look at this week, we basically put our top 6 offensive guys together, and hopefully they have the mindset that they can play a puck possession, compete 200-foot game. The 3rd and 4th lines for ours, so-called 3rd and 4th lines, whoever we put on them, those guys are really responsible guys, and they can play against everybody. So basically they're together, and then we put the other 6 together, and they have to contribute. The bottom line is we haven't got enough out of those 6 guys, so we're going to mix them up and see what they bring, and that's just not lately. That's a season-long deal for them.
All right, here's a look at who to watch. Connor McDavid continues to lead the league in scoring, 8 points up on second place, his own teammate Leon Draisaitl. He's factored into over 50% of his team's goals this season, 69 points, 134 goals. He's also averaging over 2 points against the Flames in the season series, 3-game winners for the Flames. Michael Backlund coming off his best offensive night of the season Monday against Toronto, his first multi-goal game since February 25th. Of 2020. He's also averaging a point per game against the Oilers this season, 6 in 6. Tonight, meeting number 7, or at least game number 7 for Backlund against the Oilers. He'll skate alongside Milan Lucic and Joakim Nordstrom, so some 2 new line mates together for him tonight as well. Let's talk about the D pairings, though. For the first time this season, we'll see Mark Giordano and Chris Tanev skate together. First time we've seen this really since the start of training camp, when those guys skated a little bit together. Rasmus Andersson and Noah Hannafin are back together, as they were a lot of times last season, and then Juuso Välimäki back into the lineup tonight alongside Michael Stone. But focus on Gio and Tanev, who talked about the opportunity to play together tonight.
Everyone knows how good Gio is, and he gets pucks on net, moves on the offensive blue line great. So I think we'll work well, me getting him pucks on the ozone line, and he'll be able to get pucks to the net and shots through. Obviously, we haven't really been together since training camp, so it's nice to skate those 2 times together.
Tanny is a top defenseman in our league. I think we knew that when we got him in the summer, playing against him for all these years. I think guys who defend well in our league don't get enough credit, who don't put up offensive numbers, but he's one of those guys for sure, and he's come in and been great for us all year.
All right, here's a look at what you need to know for tonight. We'll start with the little guy. Happy 6th birthday. That's my son, Cade Parker. Of course, he's got a big day today. I'm missing some of the birthday parties, so we'll dedicate one of the need-to-knows to him. How about the Calgary Flames? 13-1-0 when leading after 2 periods this season. And a little historic note here to finish things off. 40th anniversary of the first playoff games for the Calgary Flames. It was at the Corral. They were against the Chicago Blackhawks, who was also the team for Daryl Sutter at the time. He had a couple of goals in that series. Daryl Sutter, a player then, but now a big part of the team for the Calgary Flames this time around, of course, behind the bench as well. All right, let's move to the trade deadline. Of course, it's coming up on Monday. In the back of the head for many people around the National Hockey League. And Derek Ryan, a guy that was asked about it this morning in terms of his name being out there a little bit and the human side of things when it comes to the trade deadline and how the family affects it.
It's interesting. I think the human element kind of gets lost a little bit, so it's nice to bring that up. Like you said, yeah, I have kids, I have a wife, and obviously the rumors that go around, it's been talked about a little bit, and even my 7-year-old, there's a couple times I come home from the rink, he's like, "Dad, did you get traded?" And obviously, no, I haven't been traded yet, so it's just funny to see that innocent perspective from a 7-year-old, and you have that human element too, right, where it's like, wow, he's getting old enough to kind of understand what's going on there and how that would affect him. You know, he probably wouldn't be able to see Dad for a couple of months at least. So it's hard for sure, but at the end of the day, this is my job. It's part of the profession, part of the business, and that's just the way it is.
All right, here's a look at your starting goaltenders for tonight. For the Edmonton Oilers, Mike Smith will make his 21st start, a pretty sparkling record of 14-3-2 on the year. He's been the #1 guy for the better part of a month or so for the Edmonton Oilers. And for the Calgary Flames, Jacob Markstrom, his 14th start in the last 17 games, and we'll look to get back into his form here this evening against the Oilers. All right, that sets the game up this evening. Let's take a quick peek in on the 50-50 as we get you set for puck drop. And, of course, it's an 8 p.m. start tonight. That means the draw will be open until 11 p.m. this evening, so a couple of more hours to go. In fact, 3 more hours, or just less than 3. $109,000. Go to calgaryflames.com/5050 and support Southern Alberta Charities. Matt Stajan will be back with us as well here tonight, and will join us for the post-game show. If you want to get in your questions, you can do so. Throw it on the hashtag #AskStage, and we'll try to get to a few of those questions in the game post-game show after the game tonight. Always a lot of fun with Stage. He'll be alongside, and we'll break down the matchup and the game after this one ends here at the Scotiabank Saddledome. All right, that does it for the pregame show, brought to you by Budweiser. We're all now set for puck drop. It is the Oilers. It is the Flames. It's coming up next. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you after the first.